Welcome to my video. This is basically just me showing you guys copy trading, essentially day in the life of who Solo E is. If y'all don't know who I am basically a trader, entrepreneur, and a music artist, but specifically I grew small accounts as I've done in my live stream. We took a $4,000 account all the way up to $40,000. In addition to that, we also took a lot of small flips from $1,000 to 40K, $1,500 into 10K. So there's a lot of different flips that we have done. So I'm here to basically show you guys my copy trading account with Hankotrade, as this is a new platform. Well, HankoX is a new platform, but basically they just added a new feature, which is the copy trading feature. So I'm kind of testing this out to see how that goes. And then also in this video, I'm gonna walk you guys through pretty much my strategy that I use to grow small accounts. So make sure you don't skip past anything. And let's just go ahead and get to it. So as y'all looking here, let's try to get this to focus. All right, so here you guys see it. Basically, this is kind of where my account is at. Balance is actually down. There's about 10,000 I put in here. So profit for one of the traders, we're looking at essentially $700 negative, and then we'll profit $28 for one of the strategies. So yeah, I joined two different leaders, followed two different leaders, different traders, and that's pretty much really what's going on. Now, one thing about trading is don't assume that you're going to be in profit right away, right? It takes time for things to grow. So that's why I'm not going to stress too much about this, but I am curious to see all of the trades, and I see there's a lot of Euro USD trades, basically all Euro USD trades taken here, which is, I guess, cool, but all of them end up being L's. I'm curious to know if this person is running a bot or EA, because this is all Euro USD trades. I gotta really look at the numbers and see how close each trade was as far as open and close, but essentially, I am curious to know, to see if some of these traders are using EAs. So we took a couple of buys. Cat end up being a winner. So a lot of these is decent. Not gonna hold you guys on that. A lot of these were decent on that one, but this trade, I see we're still in open position. So it's crazy to see a lot of these sells. And it's crazy because I did a video earlier that talked about how and why I'm getting in two different traders. One was more aggressive than the other, and I'm clearly seeing that right here. I see we are in GU trades as well. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy because we see some of the losses here. So I got with this trader because I knew they were aggressive, but also seeing how the results of their overall stats was pretty good long term. So, you know, that's the bigger picture, just looking at the bigger picture at the end of the day. That being said, let me show you guys the Solo E headquarters. This is pretty much where we're restructuring the business. A lot of y'all that's following me now new and still know this as Black Experience Studios, which it is, but we're just restructuring like the behind the scenes, I would say the back end of everything. So now this is going to be officially the Solo E TV, the Solo network, just the Solo headquarters of all shit that I would be doing moving forth, because there's a lot more content that I will be doing as far as music, podcasting, the music side, education, the music side, and stuff like that, as that's the reason why I got into trading. For anybody that don't know, the reason why I got into trading is because I wanted to fund my music career, but I got tired in the trading industry that I'm like, yo, there's so much money in here, and I just wanted to learn so much, and that's why I'm like so Forex futures guy right now. So it's crazy. But basically, as you guys see here, we pretty much got the TV that shows everybody on set. We added this, I guess, TV with the fireplace, show logos if you want to, or review videos or whatever. This right here is another little set. If anybody specifically want to use that, they can. But it looks really decked out when we have all the lights on. That's the engineer station, so I do have engineers on deck when we're doing our podcast and so forth. We have another TV where we also can do reviews as well, so if somebody's sitting down and we want to do review videos, we can also do that as well. Kitchen, nothing crazy. This right here is going to be our recording studio. So basically how we're doing the recording studio is we're putting cloud systems all the way up here. We're getting panels built out, and this is just the starting point of the recording studio, so it's nothing too crazy. I haven't invested too much time and money into this, but it's enough to get $1 million sounds going. We also got the booth. We're also decking the booth out as well. So as you guys see right here, this is pretty much all of the actual, I guess this is what we're using for the cloud. So, you know, it's kind of like cotton, but essentially we're gonna also cotton ball this whole joint out as well. As you see these panels, we basically put these panels together. We did it ourselves. We were like, look, we got wood, we can get shit done and so forth. Also back here, this is really where the Solo E TV headquarters is at. This is where all content would be shot. So we have an all black set. When we want to do, like if I want to do any focus shots or anything particularly just focusing on the subject, this is pretty much the set right here. It's not done, we just finished painting it yesterday literally, so we still got to add black carpet and so forth. This set right here is a dope set. It's going to be our music set. Our music channel is going to be called Earn Quality, and Earn Quality, we're basically going to be doing a bunch of music, talk about a bunch of music, you know, how to grow as a music artist and as an independent music artist like myself, how to basically fund your career, ways to fund your career, ways to still get money and still be willing to do music. And we're gonna obviously talk a lot about things that I've done and basically still doing, but essentially we're gonna be bringing a lot of guests as well. So we're putting an Earn Quality logo right there in that booth part. We're also, you guys can't tell, but there's a lot of dope signage that we got behind here. And then as you see, pretty much all of that. So we're getting like guitars as well. We're putting up the guitars here just to give it that music look. Right here we got backdrops, pretty much nothing crazy there. Also this white wall, we have this. We are going to repaint the floors, but this is also a set for Solo E work. I said this in my previous video that we were gonna do a trading floor, but then we started switching things up, but now we're back to the original plan. Up here you guys pretty much see, this is really what it is. So up here, basically what we're doing is essentially we're turning this whole area into the Solo Trade Station. So the Solo Trade Station, essentially what this is any traders that is signed in our community and that it wants to get more in depth with trading and understanding different concepts. This is pretty much what we will be doing it at here. But you pretty much have the stage. This is pretty much just a basic stage setup. If I ever do presentations, I will have a vibe board or basically the smart TV here. This is a floating, this is coming out, so the TV will be here as well, which will show the logo and so forth. And then also right here, pretty much, we'll have a table going this way, kind of like this wood piece like this. Right, and then we'll have multiple tables going sideways and another table going sideways, and then as these tables are facing this way, we're going to have TVs coming down. All the students can kind of see all the news events in this side, and then in this side we're going to have another TV coming down too, so all the students can see the TV in this side. And then also right here we're going to have a table, so it's almost going to be a conference, like a square conference type of setup. And then also there's going to be another office, I guess, desk up here. And then we're gonna basically put a camera over there, and back there. So then when I do live streams on trading again, basically you guys will see pretty much me, the entire team active, like all the students, all the traders. You pretty much see all of them active and all of that fun stuff. So I'm excited about that because that's gonna be dope. Spend a lot of time and effort to make sure that gets done right, because that's probably where I'm gonna be spending the majority of my time and so forth. But really, to conclude this is where I was getting at with just showing you guys the space. So Solo E TV, we're expanding. Me as an influencer, I'm expanding my brand, I'm expanding my personal brand, I'm expanding just everything about what I really wanted to do from day one, which is music, and just be able to help people and teach people. I love teaching. Clearly you guys can see that. For those that's been following me for some time, for those that's new, subscribe to my channel, you understand everything. Just the fact that I can teach in any aspect, I love doing it. So my goal was to be like this A-list artist, but I feel like God got a better vision and a better plan for me, and I'm following suit, and I make sure I'm putting in actions for that, and I feel like this is the starting point of it. So that being said, make sure y'all subscribe. I want to show you guys a strategy as well so you can kind of understand a little bit, because these videos are still me teaching. So let's go ahead and get to that. All right, so I want to go into the strategy that I was using to basically take this oil trade and pretty much make the 6,800, almost 7 grand. One thing is, I don't trade every day like I used to, so I literally probably trade once every week or twice, 3 times a week. It just really depends on the market. So it's kind of like a whatever I see, if it makes sense in my eyes and if it makes sense in my whole trading plan, then I'll go ahead and take this whole trade. But basically, man, just so y'all see here, so once again, I love trading oil. Actually, well, got back to trading oil, been super busy with a lot of stuff. So really the strategy that I've used here was just a bunch of key levels and using trend lines. So one thing I realized with oil as of right now is that the condition of the market did change. When I used to do my live stream videos, you know, it was a little different as far as how I was looking at the market. But now I noticed that when market is in this type of condition, it definitely works well when it comes to key levels and trend lines. So essentially looking at a higher scale, as far as the 4 hour, I kind of usually analyze and see what we're doing overall trend, just kind of canvas that picture out. And I seen that we basically is going sideways on a higher scale, but we're also dropping. So like on a 1 hour and a 4 hour, you would probably say, well, shoot, if you look further out, you're like, well, we're going sideways. But when you really pay attention to what's going on right then in a moment, it's usually best to hop on an hourly time frame. We are going up, right? So in a sense of us going up, I did notice that with a lot of the actual structure that's being formed right here as far as this trend line, I noticed that we've been trending very well on a very, very aggressive buy. So, you know, that being said, there is always going to be time where market needs to sell off, because there is just a lot of what I like to call a lot of supply that's being created, and there just needs to be some sort of demand in the market instead of just supply, because there's too much supply and less demand. So essentially, once we notice we had got this double bottom right, or double top right here, this is pretty much telling us that the market did drop. And since the market did drop, or the market is dropping, and since the market is dropping, I'm looking for these aggressive engulfing candles to break through those lows to kind of help me identify that this could be that potential move to the downside. And clearly, as we seen here, this is the beautiful play. Not only we broke our trend line, but we also pretty much created the very basic 3-man standing strategy, which I talk about a lot in my videos. Is that structure was formed right here. If I was to go in a 15-minute, I'm sure once again, yep, there's this level of demand and supply right here, and basically market act very well off of this area, created that beautiful double top, and then essentially we dropped from there. Now I wasn't obviously up during these times and these conditions, and I probably wouldn't even have trade during this time anyway. 5:30 I'm knocked out, but I did see the play earlier this morning. We pretty much once again had created another 3-man standing strategy where market basically dropped, and then it pulled back in a market, or pulled back in a fair value gap, or if you guys want to call it that, but it basically pulled back in the Fibonacci area above the 50%. Anything above the 50%, I always look for as I like to call it, a valid key level. So it doesn't matter if it's fair value gaps, imbalance, supply demand. I just look at supply demand at the end of the day. But basically market came in this area right here, as you see this little pigment area right here, formed this beautiful engulfing candle, broke below this moving average, and then it shot down. I actually just got off it early. I was still looking on it and I'm still looking on it to shoot down, as I can definitely tell you that it is going to shoot down. But I'm done for the day, I'm done for the week, to be honest. But essentially this area that I marked here is basically a level of interest, because of the simple fact, if I jump on a 1 hour, you guys will see that we have a range from here to here, even a range from here to here. So essentially, if I was to draw my fibs out, this is going to be below my 50% Fibonacci level, which identifies as a very strong, valid level for me. Also, if I was to pull out the trend lines and kind of just do 2 points to identify the trend, you will see that the trend line also aligns perfectly around this area too. So this is another reason why I sold it as well. I definitely see that the demand that could be pretty much produced and pretty much created could all happen within here, just because of the simple fact all my confluences are aligning, and it's almost as simple as the more confluences, the better and the easier it is for me to trade. So right now I am looking on oil to still shoot down. It's Wednesday midweek, so possibly we could see hopefully some sort of play to get in, and then possibly maybe see that buy. I definitely do see that buy coming soon. I'm not sure if it will happen this week. It's kind of like what will happen in all of this zone area right here. It's kind of what I'm looking at. but I do pay attention to a lot of the trends, because the I would say the aggressive the trend, the longer the correction would be. So, you know, that's a big part, and that plays a big part as well. Would you like to improve your trading skills, your trading abilities, be able to get payouts through your prop firm, be able to grow small accounts, as I have done in numerous videos on my YouTube channel? We even took a $4,000 account all the way up to $50,000, all via live YouTube streaming. Additional to that, I also did a beautiful flip from $1,000 all the way up to $40,000. Well, if you are any of these type of traders and you're looking to become a successful trader, rather, like I said, consistency or paying yourself out, or even growing your small account, this is the boot camp, and this is the camp for you. One of the things we're going to do is a 30-minute one-on-one coaching class once per month. What this basically means is, if you're struggling for that month, or if you want to refine, or if you want to revamp, or whatever it is, myself and my team will be getting on a one-on-one coaching call with you to help you out with whatever it is that you're struggling with. The second thing is, we're also going to be including our actual boot camp once per week via Zoom call, all within our master classes. So what that basically means is, if you were a part of our boot camp previously, we are also doing this every single week. Additional to that, you do get access to our AI trading bot, which is basically our automated bot that helps you find the right trades, whether if you're looking to trade Forex pairs, futures, or even indices. On top of that, you do get access to our bi-weekly Q&A sessions we actually started doing in our VIP room as well. 24/7 support is a thing as well. And then you do get access to our training videos that we have, as well as our ebooks and PDFs that we exclusively put out. Now, one other big important thing that I do want to announce is that we are now going to be offering a trading view indicator that you'll also get access to every single month. So as long as you're active, you get access to all of these things down here that I mentioned, and also on top of that, you do get access to this indicator as well. So if you are ready to sign up, make sure you go ahead and sign up down below, and I'll see you guys inside. Your boy Solo. Peace.